Hey guys, welcome back to YouTube Figure Unboxing, and if you're finding me for the first time, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the future content. And I apologize in advance that my video has been going up kind of slow. I have been pretty busy with my personal life. I have a full-time job. I'm trying to learn how to code, and I recently started a company making premium 1/12 scale soft goods. Hopefully you guys can check that out and maybe help me spread the words a little bit. I would really appreciate that. Another reason is that I simply just don't have that many figures to review this month. I was just checking my pre-order list and I noticed I don't have any Figmas coming in, and that rarely happens. I don't even remember that happening. But anyways, today we're going to take a look at the articulated icons, the Fwoosh series Shinobi, one of many. And these are made by the Fwoosh, and they're some awesome people. And yeah, I've always wanted the articulated icons figures, but by the time I found out about a Kickstarter, it was too late already. And I'm glad that they did a whole Labor Day sales, and I was able to grab some of them. But anyways, here's the left of the box, here's the right of the box, and here's the back of the box. I don't think I'm gonna army build them. I'm just gonna buy the ones that I need. And yeah, I think I'm missing the evil sensei and the warrior monk. I think that's about it. I don't think I need anyone else. Maybe the heroic martial artist. But anyways, let's check out the figure itself. Alright, so here we have the figure itself, and my first impression on these figures is actually really good. I have been playing around with them for roughly a week now, and I gotta say they're really awesome. And that's just take a closer look at the figure, because I don't think there's anything you guys haven't seen already. The shading is really nice, the color is really good. There's some paint issues here and there, but nothing is too visible on mine. I know there's some really bad QC issues on other people, like the eyes printing on the cheek or something, but I got really lucky with my QC. But anyways, let's just check out the articulation. And before we get into the articulation, I highly recommend you guys to give it some heat treatment before you start playing with it. It just makes it a lot easier and less of a chance you will break anything. And let's just quickly go over it from the neck down. I personally use a blow dryer, but hot water works too. And he can look up about this much, look down about this much, and you can turn his head no problem. And for the shoulder, it's just on a hinge over here. There's a peg. Let me just quickly show you guys. You're able to swap the arms within the ninjas. You're able to swap the arms very easily with with the other ninjas. And for the accessories, we can start with the default head, and this is more of a traditional ninja. Not my favorite, but it still looks pretty decent. And the paint job on these guys are a hit or miss. Like I mentioned earlier, I got really lucky, and yeah, looks pretty good. And next up, we get a more modern ninja look. I think I like this one better, but again, the paint job on the eyes is a hit or miss. And then we get an unmasked head with a really awesome hairpiece. I think this is the main reason why I got the figure. I do have a little bit of a paint chipping here, but that's not a big deal. And of course you can take this off and change it with some other hair. So that's pretty cool. And then we get a scarf, which is a really nice soft material, and let's try this on. And here's him assembled with a scarf, and I think it looks great. And then we do get a little soft piece when he's not using the hood, and let's try this one on. And this looks okay, but I feel like this part could have been a little bit thicker though. Like this just kind of like hangs over there, but it's okay, pretty decent. We do of course get a hood, very nicely painted and sculpted, and is on a softened material, and let's try this on as well. And here I have him assembled with a hood. Obviously you will have to take off the hair, and I think this looks okay. Let me try out some other heads. Yeah, I think the hood works a lot better with this head. That looks pretty good. And we do get a blue Japanese demon mask, and this is probably my favorite accessories, and let's try this on. And here I have him assembled with the Oni mask, and it fits very well. And you could also use the other ninja head if you want to. And you can also do cool stuff like this, which is really awesome. And then we do get a strap. It's made by the softened material too, and that's assembled this. Woohoo, right on, looks good. And for the interchangeable hands, first off we have a pair of karate chops, and they're very nicely painted and sculpted. Looks really good. And next up we get a pair of display open hands, and again very nicely sculpted and painted. And then we do get a pair of interchangeable arm wraps, which is really cool. They're also made by very soft material, and you can just like slide them off very easily. And let's try them on. Alright, so here I have them assembled with interchangeable wristband and a pair of weapon holding hands, and let's check out all the weapons. And for the weapons, we do get 3 kinds of shuriken or ninja stars, 2 big ones and 1 small one. This one is really small, and yeah, that's pretty cool. And we do get a sai and kunai, 1 of each. A reaper shaped scythe, and these are very nicely painted and sculpted. I like all this like little shading they do over here. And you can easily find a chain and just wrap it around here. That'll be pretty cool. And I forgot what these are called. Kind of like those Chinese warlords are using from Dynasty Warriors, and it's pretty cool. Let's try to assemble this. And it looks great, but I'm not sure if that weapon is going to be too useful for assassination though. And we do get a bow and an arrow. No strings, but that's okay. And it does come with one arrow. And you can take this off as well. And you can take the quiver out and put it here. Wait, put it here or here. However you want. There's 2 holes. Yeah, pretty cool. And lastly, we do get 2 katanas, one long and one short, and they're very nicely painted and sculpted, of course. I like the silver, and there's a lot of ways for you to arrange this, because you can actually take this out and stuff, put it like on his hip or behind his back, but personally, I like it to just put it on the right side. Some people do it on the left side, but I like my ninjas to be right-handed. And yeah, that's really cool. And I believe that's it for the accessories. The only thing I didn't talk about is the rooftop, which I don't really care about. But yeah, let's check out some action poses. Anyways, that was just some quick posing, and let's get into the size comparison. Alright, so for the size comparison, let us start with some Dragon Ball SH figures, and they look great together. Street Fighters SH figures, Naruto SH figures, some SH figures Kamen Riders, American IP SH figures, some Figma figures, and then we have my other articulated icons figures. And lastly, we have the Mesco 112 Punishers, and they look really good together. And before I get into the final thoughts, I want to do a really quick shout out on my own startup. Some of you may know I recently started a startup selling 112 scale soft goods, and my first product is the trench coat for Mesco 112 Punisher. So if you're still looking for one, I'm selling them for $36 a piece. I have the link down in the description below, and I would really appreciate if you guys help me promote it a little bit. And yeah, let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so my overall impression on this figure is actually quite positive, and I do highly recommend it. I had a lot of fun posing with it, and it does come with a fair amount of accessories. Especially if you're trying to army build them, the possibility is endless. And I mean, who doesn't like ninjas, right? But that said, I did hear a lot of bad things about their quality control. Again, I got really lucky, but it's really bad for some people, and I do feel bad for them. And I feel like the articulation could be a little bit better. I'm not saying it's bad, but I feel like something is lacking. I'm just, not sure what it is. Maybe I'm just spoiled by like the imports, right? But anyways, I think that's it from me. Do let me know in the comments on what you think. And this is Eric. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.